The first slam of the season is in the books. We've got our champions and a ton of memorable moments. We look back at the biggest headlines from Melbourne and look ahead to where the pros are playing next. The break starts now. Hey everyone, I'm Johnny Ray Diaz. You're watching The Break. The 2024 Australian Open is officially behind us, and I feel like it's appropriate to relive some of the biggest moments from down under. Let's rewind. For the first time ever, the Australian Open featured a Sunday start. Tournament director Craig Tiley explained that adding a day would alleviate some scheduling pressure and prevent late night finishes. Didn't really work out that way, but we'll get to that in a minute. We saw some big comebacks in the majors as Naomi Osaka, Amanda Anisimova, and Emma Raducanu all returned to Grand Slam action after a year away. Amanda and Emma grabbed wins, while Naomi fell in round 1 to 16 seed Caroline Garcia. Danielle Collins shocked the tennis world when she announced that 2024 would be her final season as a pro. Now, she reached a career-high ranking of 7 in the world and made the final down under in 2022, losing to Ash Barty. And we saw some show-stopping match kits in Melbourne, like this koala print from Lala Sportswear, Coco's tailor-made crop top by New Balance, and even some one-of-one custom-on sneakers worn by Ben Shelton. A huge upsets on the women's side rocked the draw as 7 of the top 16 seeds didn't make it to round 3. Pegula, Jabeur, Sakkari, and Rybakina all lost in round 2, while more than 10 seeded players lost in round 1. The biggest upset on the women's side came in the third round though, as 19-year-old Linda Noskova defeated world number 1 Iga Swiatek in her first Australian Open main draw appearance. And remember that Sunday start I was talking about earlier? Well, there was one late night finish it failed to prevent. Daniil Medvedev and Emil Ruusuvuori ended their second round battle at 3:39 a.m., marking the third latest finish in Australian Open history. And Nick Kyrgios showed us a different type of on-court skill. He interviewed Novak Djokovic after his quarterfinal win and spent some time in the commentary booth calling matches. But don't get too used to Nick on the mic though. Now, he assured fans he'd be back playing soon.
I'm coming back, stay tuned, but there's plenty left in the tank. Don't stress.
And of course, we crowned champions. Hsieh Su-wei won both the mixed doubles with Jan Zielinski and the women's doubles with Elise Mertens. She now has 8 major titles in doubles. The men's doubles title went to Aussie Matt Ebden and newly minted world number 1 Rohan Bopanna. They defeated the all-Italian pair Bolelli Vavasori to capture their first slam as a team. Aryna Sabalenka successfully defended her Australian Open title without dropping a set. She defeated first-time finalist Jinwen Zhang in the championship match to become the first woman to defend her Australian Open title in more than 10 years. And on Saturday night, Jannik Sinner came back from 2 sets to love down to defeat former world number 1 Daniil Medvedev in an epic men's final. The 22-year-old was playing in his first major final, and he won it the hard way. So, what's next for the top players? The next big WTA event is in Doha on February 11th. Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Naomi Osaka, and Coco Gauff are all on the entry list. Elena Rybakina and Ons Jabeur returned before that though. They're on the entry list for the event in Abu Dhabi beginning February 5th. Maria Sakkari and Emma Raducanu are also on that draw. On the men's tour, Holger Rune, Andy Murray, and Felix Auger-Aliassime are headed to the 250 event in Montpellier. That tournament begins Monday, January 29th. And by the way, Murray-Drew Benoit pair in the opening round. That'll be fun to watch. And finally, Carlos Alcaraz, Nico Hari, and Cam Norrie are headed to Brazil for the Rio Open beginning on February 19th. The tennis never really ends, and neither does the broadcast. You can watch all those events live on Tennis Channel and Tennis Channel Plus. That does it for our Australian Open coverage. Congratulations to all the winners. We'll see you guys next time.